Come on in, everyone. And I always have to swap over on the good songs. We're back with Klonoa 2. Oh, let me move that. There we go. Hope the audio is good. I didn't, I was, not paying attention to the time because I was talking to Lily. So I completely lost track of time and didn't do my setup that I normally do. Excuse me. So hopefully audio setup is good. I would, to be honest, I am not confident I can get 4 hours of content tonight. I'm not even confident I can get 3. So what I'm going to do is if we finish Klonoa before, say, 10 o'clock, I am going to fill out the rest of the time by playing Skyrim. Because I haven't played Skyrim at all today. I wouldn't mind playing it, and I wouldn't mind showing off some of the cool stuff I've been doing on stream. If we somehow finish close to 9, then it'll be more Skyrim. But I am not confident that I can do 4 hours. Like, I'll stream for 4 hours, but I'm not confident I have enough game time to last 4 hours. Because we're already halfway through the game, and the only thing we have left is the Third Kingdom, the Ark, the Revisited levels, and then the final Kingdom. No, wait, it's the Fourth Kingdom, the Ark, the Revisited levels, and then the Fifth Kingdom. That's what we have left. Leorina. I thought only a priestess could wield the ring. You may have underestimated her. Then we better hurry to the next element. Hold your horses. The Belvan decision lies in Mira Mira, where strangers are not welcome. Even Leorina will be hard-pressed to get near it. Where strangers are not welcome, but nobody bats an eye when they show up, when they are, you know, strangers. Then how do you suppose we get there? Mira Mira borders the Lake of Seclusion, where an ancient ark rests. It is said that this ark once traveled not only to Mira Mira, but all around the world. Perhaps you can use the ark to get across the Lake of Seclusion. You know what I suddenly want to play again? That I have not played in God knows how long? Fucking Rayman 3. There's one level in this, one of the last levels in the game, that reminds me of the shortcut levels from Rayman 3. Also, excuse me for a moment, I forgot to update the content warning command again. Just fix that real quick. Oh, God damn it. And there we go. Alright, content warning command is updated. Like I said, I got distracted and lost track of time. Alright, Buff Pup, you're Azure Fox, you're moving to the other monitor. There we go. Perhaps you can use the Ark to get across the Lake of Seclusion. That is, if the Ark still works. An Ark that traveled around the world. Once, when the world was in harmony, people moved freely between the kingdoms. You kidding me? I don't believe it. That seems impossible. Yes, well, the kingdoms are so isolated now. Or... why don't we just go? Why are you staying here and talking? You're right. After all, I can't let Leorina save the world. Huh? What do you mean? We are going to save the world. Hmm? That don't seem quite right. Ah, whatever. Let's get going. Dream travel. Your future remains veiled to me. So every time Klonoa says let's go or let's get going, as a kid I thought he was saying good breeze here. Is this what it sounds like he's saying? Ishras Arc. See, good breeze here. He's actually saying let's go. In the Lunatean language. I guess it's technically Phantomalian. So, that's the Arc, huh? Got 3 engines and all. Alright, let's give it a try. This level can be a butt sometimes. Oh, this is where these guys are introduced. I really do like this 8-bit controller. It's so nice. It's so much more comfortable than a regular Xbox controller. Because it's got the Xbox controller, like, general layout, but with the ergonomics of a Nintendo controller. Because that's been my one complaint with Xbox controllers all my life, is they are not very comfortable. At least not to me. They're like the fucking standard of controller design now. Because basically every modern controller is based on the Xbox controller. But like... it's... Okay, so I've only used an Xbox 360 and original Xbox controller. I briefly used an Xbox One controller for my Steam Deck, but never actually got to use it because I was never able to get it to work. But I did hold it, at least. And I guess it does feel pretty similar to this, but this is a very comfortable controller. Speaking of 8-bit, though, they actually are releasing 2 new mechanical keyboards based on the NES and Famicom designs. They're actually beautiful-looking keyboards. And I'm very tempted to get one of them. I want the NES one because I've always been more of a fan of the NES design over the Famicom. So it's that engine on. Yeah. That's a yawn. I am a bit EP today. I didn't have a great dream last night. In fact, I had a rather upsetting dream. I'm just very, very EP. I got up a little late today because I wanted to just rest a bit to kind of recover from the dream, because the dream really sucked. I hate bad dreams. It's a great way to wake up in a foul mood. I feel like this game should cheer me up, even though it does get a little sad towards the end. Oh, it always makes me happy. For a few people in chat at the moment, what is your game that you play to make you feel happy if you ever need to? For me, it's usually the Katamari series. Well, the Klonoa series does make me happy, especially this game. But it's really the Katamari series that I use as my comfort game. It's like, how could you not like the Katamari games? They're just so fucking goofy. That's not so loud about them. This better not be a mirror fairy. Okay. No, but there's the mirror fairy. Fucking shit. Can I make that jump? Yes. Oh, first try. I am still bouncing. Dupa. Oh, it echoes here. Yeah, I would love to just, honestly, just stream more games from the PS2 era. Because we got a bunch of games that I would love to sit down and finally play. Got, Primal, Ico, Shadow of the Colossus, God of War. Like Cooper, Ratchet and Clank, Jack and Dexter, which I've never played. A lot of stuff from the GameCube era that's just really, really good. And stuff that not a lot of people stream often. So, I want to pride my career. That's not the right word. I want to have a career off of streaming games that people wouldn't normally stream. Because it's stuff that not everyone gets to see all the time. I am a firm believer that sometimes the less popular stuff is the better thing to watch. Because usually that's where all the interesting shit is. But I mean, even as a streamer in general, it's always good to just carve out your own niche. Otherwise, you'll just get lost in the sea of everything. Oh! Oh, Klonoa, do not slide like that. Oh, Klonoa, my boy, you gotta stop doing that. You're gonna give me a heart attack. Oh, he was gonna... Alright. Oh, he went boom right in my face. How's everyone's night going tonight? Hope everyone is having a lovely evening. Not a whole lot happened today, but I did get my physical copy of Tunic for Switch, which I'm very happy about. Yeah, excuse me. Oh, I didn't mean to. Okay. Butts. Oh, that's another yawn. Thank you, Zeno. Catching that yawn. There we go. Insane. Will it work? They're going, they're going! Alright, here we go. I love this game. Mountains of Mira Mira. Hey Simki, how's it going? It's pretty chilly out here. I think that a city lies up ahead of us. The road is completely covered in bit my tongue. It's completely covered in snow. Thought something like this would happen. Ta-da! This ought to work. That's the parental board from Joyland. Good. Playing Paper Mario Thousand Year Door. Ooh, that's a good one. That is my favorite GameCube game next to Pikmin 2. God, I need to replay that. Vodka? Oh, Goddess Claire, please forgive us our sins. Ah, stop being a prude. Come on, let's go. Is this your first time playing Thousand Year Door? Yeah, sounds good to me. Ah yes, the song that Kamiko Watanabe sings as Klonoa. This is called Stepping Wind. It is your first time, okay. Yeah, well, I watched Tiffany. Sorrow. You heard nothing. I watched Sorrow stream Thousand Year Door. And she was using a mod that actually restored some of the cut story where Vivian is trans. Because in the Japanese release, Vivian is bullied by her sisters for being trans. In the American version, she's bullied because they don't think she's as cute as them. Well, I'm gonna have to redo this level again. Okay, so I'm gonna save any replays until the end, maybe? So I can get all the Moment dolls. So I'll probably save that for the end. But I'm not just constantly replaying levels. Oh, but then again, I'll have less lives by that point. Alright. Okay, so I only need to touch it. I don't actually need to hit it. Vivian, my beloved. Yeah, everyone loves Vivian. Vivian is a good bean. As far as the community is concerned... Uh-oh. As far as the community is concerned, Vivian is trans. So they have accepted the Japanese script as canon. I would definitely give Vivian a big hug. Is the original sub considered canon? Yeah, like the entire community considers it canon. I believe it was changed originally because trans rights were not as well respected in the US at the time. They're still not in Japan, but it was less of a problem in Japan at the time, and still kind of is. Because Japan is somewhat more open to that. Since the reasons for it, or for trans rights and gay rights being neglected in Japan, has nothing to do with religion, unlike in the US, where it is almost exclusively tied to religion. But it's canon. I'm sure Nintendo themselves, even in America, consider it canon at this point. Especially since we've gotten other trans reps since then, like Juniper in Xenoblade 3. Phew. Looks like this is the end. What's the Bell of Indecision? Huh? Ain't it around here somewhere? I don't see the bell anywhere. Should have stopped to ask in the town. Huh? Popka? What do you make of that? I don't recall seeing that there before. Well, we'll probably find someone there. Let's go check it out. We'll have to do this one again so I can get that one Moment doll I missed. Alright, chat, since we're on the topic of GameCube games, because it does in your door, what is your favorite GameCube game? I already said mine. Pikmin 2. I could pick a lot of GameCube games as my favorite, though. It wouldn't necessarily just be Pikmin 2, but Pikmin 2 is the one I love the most, because I was obsessed with it as a kid. But I could say Metroid Prime, I could say Tales of Symphonia, I could say Thousand Year Door, I could say Eternal Darkness. The GameCube was really, really good. Oh, I could even say Killer 7, because I did enjoy my time with Killer 7, as frustrating as it was. It is one of the best GameCube games I've ever played. There we go. I still gotta finish the level, though. Probably 007 Agent Under Fire, but so far Paper Mario has taken that spot. Is Agent Under Fire any good? I mean, I'm assuming it is if it's your favorite. Because I have not played that game. I'll have to look into it. I have 2 different Bond games for GameCube that I might stream at some point. Because I have Nightfire, which I think is an original game. It's not based on one of the movies. And I have From Russia with Love, which is a third-person shooter instead of a first-person shooter. From the best of 007 games. Really? I'll have to look into it. Because that's not one I've heard of. God damn it. Zeno, could you do me a solid and price check the game for me? 007 Agent Under Fire for GameCube. I was missing everything here. But I can check after stream, but both of those are also pretty good. Yeah, I would consider myself a bit of a Bond fan. Bond as a character hasn't really aged all that gracefully, because he is kind of date rapey. Let's be real. But good spy movies. $20 at most, it seems. That seems pretty good. Can't grab it right now. Because I gotta watch how much I'm spending since not receiving... I don't get paid by Twitch very often. I'm not getting weekly money from my grandma for transit and whatnot, which I wasn't really using during lockdown anyways. And I'm not getting money from my school anymore since I've finished college, so I cannot be buying too much at the moment. For right now. But at some point. That, and I've still got the $700 model hanging over my head as soon as assuming I ever hear back from Boxed. I might actually have to find different artists at this point. And I've got a bunch of other stream-related things that I'm going to have to purchase at some point, including some more stickers for the server, a new overlay, a whole bunch of stuff. Streaming is expensive, guys. If you're going to start streaming, keep in mind, it's a bit of an investment, and you might not make it back when you're starting out. You might never make it back. What's this? Is it a maze? We're gonna get lost in here for sure. Streaming is fun, but not everyone can turn it into a career. I might not, actually. I'm doing fine at the moment, but you never know. So the song for this area is called Moonlight Museum, which is named after the WonderSwan game. Excuse me, ma'am. We're looking for the Bell of Indecision. Can you tell us where it is? A bell. Sorry, we never venture outside. After all, we can bask in memories right here. Memories? Just as art is a reflection of the soul, these mirrors are reflections of our past. Why leave if you can keep reliving bygone days? What a bunch of old fogey stuff. Memories. No way around it. Let's keep pushing ahead. This is where we get more of Lolo's backstory. Also, my favorite level in the game. Just gonna pump the audio up a little bit. My second favorite song in the game, and my favorite level in the game. Right here. Did y'all have a good, supper? Shed. I, as y'all may have seen in my server, made Seattle-style hot dogs. So I've had a bit of a rough week. And I felt like I deserved a treat. I think this is the way I'm supposed to go. So I'm gonna go through here first. Nice, some good hot dogs. There's some good hot dogs. A pair of streamers I follow that I haven't watched in quite some time are from Seattle, and both of them love Seattle-style hot dogs. And for those who are watching and are wondering what the fuck is a Seattle-style hot dog, well, it's a hot dog that is served with cream cheese and grilled onions, and is sometimes topped with barbecue sauce or jalapenos. It sounds weird, but it's actually really good. When I do it, I usually use, I usually don't grill the onions because we usually have diced white onions on hand and they're too small to grill. I don't like wasting those because I don't make hot dogs all the time, so I try to use them when I can. Still works out fine. It actually works out perfectly fine if you ask me. And I use a flavor of cream cheese called garden vegetable. So it's a little more savory than regular cream cheese. And the jalapenos I use are the very same candied jalapenos that I put in all my sandwiches. And the nice thing about the candied jalapenos is that they're oily, and it's a sweet oil. So you not only get the crunch and the heat of the jalapenos, you also get a really delicious sweet oil. Ah, I see. I'm gonna try something here. Can I do this? No. Okay, I do have to hit the thing. There we go. Hold on a second, I was supposed to go into purple. Is this museum fucking inspired by MC Escher or something? Of course, me saying that just immediately makes me want to play Echo Chrome again. I haven't played that in God knows how long. I miss when Sony actually had quirky games that they were putting out. I miss Echo Chrome, I miss Loco Roco, I miss Patapon. Patapon might actually be coming back, kind of. The creator of it started a Kickstarter for a very similar kind of game. Rip Sony, rip 20 Sony IPs. Is it really 20? See, people give Nintendo shit for that, but Nintendo actually has less IPs that they've abandoned than Sony. Because Sony has more IPs that actually got sequels. Not every Nintendo IP actually got a sequel, and a lot of them didn't need sequels. I don't think we really needed a sequel to Drill Dozer for the sequel. But most of the IPs that also haven't received a sequel in a while also kind of sort of finished their stories. Nintendo stuff is mainly just NES and SNES one-offs. Well, I mean, they've had one-offs for a lot of consoles. Because don't forget Drill Dozer for GBA, Elite Beat Agents, Electroplankton, Clubhouse games up until the Switch, Meteos, Mario Hoops, stuff like that. Mario Hoops isn't really its own IP, but it's the only Mario basketball game. Developed by Square Enix too, if I'm not mistaken. There's also Glory of Heracles, Ash, I forget the subtitle for it, which never came out in the US, The Frog for Whom the Bell Tolls, and a bunch of other stuff like that. Most of them are just one-offs, though. They were never meant to be a series, which is kind of the point, is that I feel like a lot of people don't realize not all of them were intended to be an entire franchise. But for the ones that have gotten sequels, we haven't seen a lot of them in a while, like Golden Sun or Nintendo's. We recently saw Advance Wars, Clubhouse games, and Big Brain Academy come back. Ash Archaic Steel Heat. Yeah, exactly. Which is a really cool looking DS game that never came out in the US. I think it may have gotten a European release, but that's it. No, I don't even think it got a European release, because I think the only English version is the fan translation. Nope, Japan only. Okay, yeah. I need to see if I can find a, if there even is a, physical reproduction of that fan translation. Because if so, I would love to play that on real hardware. I've seen Xeno play a little bit of it on a totally legit DS. And it looks really, really good. It's a Mistwalker game, so it's probably fucking amazing. What else did Mistwalker do? I forget. Lost Odyssey and the Last Story. Ah, okay. Yeah, it's probably really fucking good. More so because of Lost Odyssey. Oh no, I liked the Last Story. I think people were way too harsh on it. Motherfucking tits on a cracker. Look, another mirror. We're almost there. Come on, Klonoa. Hey, wait. I see something in there. I wonder if Klonoa sees the events of the first game. I'm not a failure. There's no way you can become a priestess, being as weak as you are. Give up. It's for your own good. Hey, listen, man. You don't have what it takes. You're nothing but a failure and an embarrassment to us all. I'm not a failure. 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 But I... The Dream Traveler will save the world when the Sea of Tears grows stormy. The power of the ring. The ring shall bring peace to the world. I'm not a failure. I know I have what it takes. I'll show them. No. I know. I know. Huh? I didn't become a priestess on my own. All I wanted to do was show them that I could become a priestess. Lolo. I know. That it was your power which got me the title, not me. I'm so sorry. So sorry. We got the next boss, and then we have... Let's see. Well, Lakusha Revisited, Sea of Tears Revisited, the Ark Revisited, Cursed Lay Arena, the Sand board level, Kingdom of Sorrow, final board level, and then the Kingdom of Sorrow. So we have 8 levels left. Yeah, I'm gonna be 2 hours short, most likely. So, yeah, I'm just gonna swap to Skyrim for the rest of it, because the next game I'll be streaming to take up the Monday slot is, hold on. So this is the Bell of Indecision. The next game I'll be streaming to take up the Monday slot is going to be Faith the Unholy Trinity. That's what I plan to stream next. Oh, we're actually making good progress on my next batch of games. A bit of a preview. I have my games kind of organized in batches that I pick from. Yeah, I have it on Skyrim, but it's also just to fill out time, because I don't want to start my next game yet, because that'll eat into the time for the next stream, because I kind of time these in a very specific way. But if you are curious, for the rest of this batch of games that I have selected, it's Child of Light, Faith the Unholy Trinity, Booga Melodies of Steel 2, which we're not starting until I finish the first one, Hollow Knight, and Killer is Dead. Killer is Dead might be a problem, though, because I have to edit a file in order to prevent the game from crashing. So, I'm gonna edit the file regardless, but, that one is the worrying one, because I don't know how well it's going to go, since it does seem to have problems on PC. But I don't have another way of streaming it. Faith is quite interesting. It is quite interesting from what I know. Don't know why my phone keeps putting at whenever I am spacing. Oh, technology is weird. Killer is Dead is very good. I've owned it for quite some time. I think I've owned it since it came to PC, and I don't know why, but I now know that it's tied to Killer 7, if indirectly, so I'm looking forward to streaming it. If it really doesn't work, there's always the Xbox 360. Yeah, that could be in a problem of its own, but we'll see. The Xbox 360, no, you know, I think there's enough space to fit it on here. My real concern is just how massive the brick is, because of how high up my desk is. So that, well, no, I think it's roughly the same height as it would be in the game. If I need to, I can just have Xeno help me figure that out. You know, I might actually be able to stream from the 360 without getting a new monitor. Come to think of it. I don't know. The Xbox 360 isn't mine, it's Xeno's, so if I'm going to be setting that up, I would prefer having him handy since it is his. You could also have it vertical if you really need to. We do not use any of our consoles vertically. Neither of us really trust any console to play correctly vertically, as a matter of fact. Well, I think we have the Wii U and Wii vertically, but not the PS3 or 360. I actually, come to think of it, I think we have the 360 horizontally because Xeno said there was something about an overheating issue if it's vertical, which is why we have the USB fan on it that connects to the vents. Xeno would be able to tell you more about that since it's his console after all. You didn't say anything like that? You didn't? I swear I remember having a conversation like that. Did I hallucinate that conversation? What model do you have? Whatever the limited edition Halo 4 one is. I think Xeno would know. Again, If it's anything tied to the 360, that question is better suited for Xeno because it's not my console. It's one of the few consoles we own that doesn't belong to me at all. Most of the consoles we own either belong to both of us or just me. The 360 is one of the few that's just Xeno's. Got the fan because I know that my friends recommended the external fan. Okay. See, we had this conversation, like... Oh, God, we had this conversation 10 years ago. So yeah, forgive me if I'm remembering things wrong. Also, 360 just an iffy system. Had mine for like 4 years and still got Ring of Death. Oof. Should be fine without a fan. That and the fan came with the controller charging dock. This doesn't have an overheating issue, really. Okay. Well, it's Xeno's, so whatever happens to it is on him, really. As far as, like, what we get for it. Yeah, we got a controller charging dock for the 360 controllers and ended up not using the rechargeable batteries because they didn't hold a charge for very long. So yeah, come to think of it, Xeno, on my day off, Thursday or Friday, if you could help me try to set up the 360 so I can do a test. I wouldn't mind streaming 360 games, honestly, because that's an era that I'm not too familiar with, and we have quite a few games that I would like to actually sit down and play. So, let's see if we can get that working. I would like your assistance because the 360 is much heavier than any of the other consoles I've used, so I don't trust myself with it. And since it's also not mine, I really don't want to risk breaking it. I would much rather you break your own console than me break one of yours, because I will never be able to live with myself for that. I don't like messing with other people's things when they can be fragile or heavy, because I don't want to risk being the one to break it. So, let's talk about that after stream, because if I can actually get that set up properly... Oh. I'd have to buy spare cables first, that's right. I didn't consider that part. I'll see what I can do for finding spare cables first. I might as well just get spare cables for the rest of the consoles, honestly. That way I just have them handy and I can test any of them. Also agree why I hate driving my mom's car or anyone else's. Yeah, see, like, barring situations where you absolutely need to use someone else's car, or it's like your partner's or your spouse's, like, I don't like the idea of driving someone else's vehicle, because that's putting an awful lot of pressure on me. Now, of course, I don't drive, so that's an issue on its own. So this is the Bell of Indecision? The heck is this withered old tree doing in the way? Excuse me for being so withered. Oh my, strangers are an uncommon sight in these parts. So it appears that you are seeking the Bell of Indecision. The fifth bell is about to make its way into the world. We need the element to contain it. Contain it? You? What's so funny? What do you wish to save the world? Huh? Why have you taken such a task upon yourselves? Ain't like you need a reason to save the world. Is that really true? The girl doesn't seem to think so. Don't insult Lolo. I had no such intention. If you want the bell, however, you must first pass the test. Ayo, what them grippers do. I so rarely get visitors. Indulge my hospitality. Uh-oh, Lolo. Egg. Hello? Hi. Hi. What are you doing, you dummy? Without you, he can't use his ring. Yikes. So, when I was in grade school for, like, first grade, I was at a, uh-oh. I was at a different kind of school than a regular grade school for first grade. I was at what's called a Montessori school. Which, I really should not have been in. Because my grandma knew my disorders, and she still put me in a school like that. It's also very far away, so I had to get up early every day for school, and I fucking hated it. But if you don't know what a Montessori school is, it's a very different kind of school. Where you, hang on a sec, I forgot to turn off my phone again. Or, mute my phone. It's a very different kind of school where, rather than having a preset schedule that all the students follow, the students kind of make their own schedule. So you have, God damn it, like one homeroom, and there's different classes that you can take in that homeroom on your own time. There's a spot for math, there's a spot for English, stuff like that. It's a very interesting and actually kind of awesome setup that is absolutely terrible for a child with autism and ADHD. Because all I want to do is goof off. So if you leave me to my own devices, I won't do anything. Or at least at the time I wouldn't, because I was too young to police myself. I'm obviously much better about that. But one of my friends at that Montessori school is the only other person I've ever met in person who has played Klonoa 2. Because we actually traded tips at the time, and he needed help with this specific boss. So that's why I'm bringing that up. Now, hopefully I didn't just dox myself with that, because I don't know how many Montessori schools are in Chicago. So. But then again, I also don't know how many Catholic schools are in Chicago, and I went to a Catholic school. Interesting idea for a school. It's a very interesting concept. I don't think it's bad. But when I was in grade school, autism was not as well understood. We were only just like beginning to fully understand autism, especially since I had Asperger's at the time. I still have Asperger's, but my diagnosis has changed to autism spectrum disorder, or rather borderline high-functioning autism spectrum disorder, because all of the different flavors of autism are now under a single diagnosis, autism spectrum disorder. I had Asperger's and I was high-functioning, and I was borderline, or am borderline. So, that's my official diagnosis. And at the Montessori school, they didn't really have anyone who could handle a child like that. That's also why I didn't end up at the same grade school my brother went to, because they also weren't prepared for a child like that. But the grade school I did end up moving to for second grade, was prepared, because they actually had assistants designed or trained to help special needs students. My grandma, being the woman she is, did not put me in that program, so I didn't get that extra help. However, after a point, by like third grade, I did fine without that help. Barring some incidents. And then by the time I switched schools again, because that school didn't have a 7th or 8th grade. That's when I went to Catholic school, and by that point I had finally gotten medicated for my ADHD and obsessive compulsiveness, and I've been taking those same medications ever since. Now, I didn't actually fully understand that I had autism until high school. That's dumb that she decided you didn't need it. My grandma views mental illness as a weakness. She views a lot of things as a weakness. If you cannot physically tell that someone is weak, then in her eyes, you are not weak. So if I needed help, then I was weak in her eyes. And she didn't want to admit that her grandson needed help. Has she changed? No. Absolutely not. But I've since called her out enough times that she's learned to shut the fuck up about it. She is a shitty person. So, I don't want to get too much into family drama, but the best way you can tell if a person is a good person is by paying attention to how they treat waitstaff, cashiers, and janitors. I have seen how my grandma treats those people. She is not a good person. Technically, my grade school wasn't not prepared to help with an autistic child. It was more that even with the help, it would still be a bad environment. True. In my opinion, that's kind of the same thing, but that is a little more specific than what I remember. Keep in mind how long ago this was, and my memory is already starting to fade from that time. There's a lot from grade school that I just straight up do not remember. In fact, I actually am starting to remember more from first grade and earlier than I did when I was in high school, which is a very interesting phenomenon. Oh, it's too cold in my room again. Goddamn. I'm gonna swap you over to... Oh, not heat. Fan. There we go. I don't like my uncle. I don't have any contact with who treats staff poorly and tips $2 because they think that's enough. Oh god. Yeah, everyone has shitty family members. My grandma unfortunately lives next to me and kind of has been bankrolling me through college. So I do want to stay on her good side. However, I do need to stress the rest of my extended family is much worse. My grandma has kind of gotten better over the years. She has been humbled several times, usually thanks to Zeno. In fact, she's been put in her place several times because of Zeno. But she is not a good person. And she knows she's not a good person. She is Lutheran and has occasionally mentioned that she will die with her sins because with Lutheran beliefs, which is another sect of Christianity, you aren't forgiven for your sins. So she knows she's going to die as a sinner. And that kind of fucks her up. And she goes on weird tangents about it. So I do sometimes wonder if the reason why she is still kind of a shitty person is because in her eyes, she's already going to hell. So what can she do? What's the point of changing? That sounds like a horrible way to live. It is. My grandma is an enigma. She has leathery skin. We don't know why. She doesn't drink water, she just drinks beer and wine. She stays up for ungodly hours and works outside in the heat in her 90s. We do not understand this woman, and we have been living with her all of our lives. However, she's been very generous with paying for things for us. So, it's kind of a parasitic relationship in a way. We would not be where we are right now if it wasn't for her help. But, like, she took care of me a lot when my parents weren't doing as great of a job. My parents are obviously better people than my grandma, but they were very busy when I was a child. So I kind of got lumped with my grandma for a bit. And thanks to my grandma's interference, I'd had a very fucked up childhood because she allowed a lot of things that I should not have been doing at the time. I never did too much that got me in trouble, but like, some of my personality flaws are directly because of my grandma. Let's just say that, especially if it involves money. I am only just recently learning to control my spending habits. It's like, if she's a healer, she would stab you and then heal it after just for kicks. She's not sadistic. So she wouldn't do that, but she would, like, stab you accidentally without realizing it, and then pay for your medical bills. Not healing you herself, she'd pay for someone else to heal you, and act like it never happened. And try to get you to forget that it happened, so you wouldn't hate her. That's kind of what she's like. But again, my extended family is worse than her. Especially my aunt, especially my uncle. So, well, on my dad's side. I don't know much about my mom's side other than her entire side of the family is fucked up and she's the most normal person on it. Most families interact with their extended family a lot. Why am I dumping about my family right now? What am I doing? I'm supposed to be playing this Scrimblow Bimblow platformer and I'm trauma dumping about my family. Anyway, you just gonna stand there? Yeah. ADHD moment. Yeah. Still unmedicated. They're still out of stock. Well, I'm not qualified to save the world. Oh, this part. Oh, it's a good thing I stopped there because there's a very good point coming up. Yeah, like... The family you choose is always going to be better than the family you're born with. Just keep that in mind. So. I am lucky that my parents... that my parents are progressive and supportive. They are not perfect. None of us are perfect people. But I am lucky that I am in the situation that I'm in. And that's the last I'll say on that. Let's go back to the game. Who cares about qualifications, you dummy? Look at him. He's not even from this world, but he's given everything he's got to fight for Lunatea. You think he's trying so hard because he wants to save the world? No! It's because he's a simple fool who doesn't know any better. But he keeps on fighting because all he knows is to keep on trying. And this is why we know that Hupo is an asshole in Klonoa 1. Because Klonoa will save the world, not because he wants to, because it's all he knows how to do. He will help anyone in need, and Hupo chose him to abuse that. That's why die-hard Klonoa fans think Hupo is one of the worst characters in the series, because he abused Klonoa's friendship and kindness in order to trick him into saving Phantomile. And the worst part is, he didn't even need to give him a false memory, because Klonoa would have done it anyways, and he still did that. And that's why we all hate Hupo, and why he should be popped like a fucking bubble. Just have 5 years experience to be qualified to save the world. And kill him? Well, if only Mr. Electric were here. If only Mr. Electric would hear, he would kill him in Klonoa 1.
Kill him!
Thank you.
Kill him! Kill him now!
You ever say something incorrectly and then try to run with it and then end up saying the correct thing instead, so you have to correct yourself to say the incorrect thing instead of speaking correctly, so you can speak incorrectly? Because the correct way to speak in that context is to speak incorrectly, because the correct way to speak correctly is not the correct way you were going for, because it was incorrect. Anyone who can follow that line of logic deserves a medal. And Lolo, you're just as bad a fool. What the fuck did you just say? I don't know. The least you can do is keep trying. I don't know, someone clip that and try to decode it or something. I am actually impressed that I got that whole thing out without stuttering much. Alright, I'm actually going to turn the volume back down a little bit because I only turned it up for Moonlight Museum. You called me a fool. Is that supposed to cheer me up? You mad? Yes, but... thanks. Will Klonoa ever forgive me? I'd say lending him a hand wouldn't hurt on that account. Good news, Elon has been forced to take down the shit X sign on the Twitter building. Yeah, because he's received over 20, not 20, about 24 complaints over the sign. And he's calling everyone clowns. And the man is like an actual toddler. Like an actual man-child. He is so pathetic. Remember, anyone who uses Twitter Blue should be bullied. Do your country a service and beat up the local Nazi or Musk stan. In Minecraft. But for legal reasons, I have to specify this is in Minecraft. Or Fortnite if you're into that. Those who have not seen it, it's the X logo with the brightest white LEDs and strobes at the neighboring apartment building. Oh, it wasn't even on his building. Oh, wonderful. I must say, well done. Well done. Musk is such a fucking pussy. All of you. No, it was your determination in particular. Whose building was it on? Well, if it's on the neighboring... Oh, it strobes at the neighboring apartment building. Okay, okay. I misread. I'm the one who's being stupid. Not in Minecraft yet and don't care for Fork Life. Fork L Knife. Your phone is really fucking with you, Lizard Man. Yeah, I don't play Minecraft anymore, and I refuse to touch Fortnite. Or Fartnut, as I call it. The results are what matter in this world. I got fat fingers. Oh. I'm a fucking dinosaur when I text the touchscreen. We Mirrors are an indecisive people. But doubt is part of us all. A part we can't deny. Or Shaw hands. I don't know what that means. Shack hands. Okay. If you can accept doubt and move forward, everything else will eventually fall into place. It's true. We all have doubts. Take the element. Thank you very much. Didn't they remake Shaq Fu? Was it any good? I can't imagine it was. Got one of the big phones too and still feels too small. Elon was also denying city inspectors for looking at the sign and to try and prolong its existence. The man hates regulations. Also, yeah, new Shaq Fu is shit. Yeah, I refuse to ever touch Fortnite, and I have not played Minecraft since 2011. About 22 years. Every time I've tried to play it since, I've played it for like 20 minutes, maybe, and then I never touch it again for half a year. Then I try to play it again, lose interest after 20 minutes, and then I don't play it until 6 months later. Rinse and repeat for like the past 22 years. Not 22, 22? 12. 12 years. 12 years. I meant 12, not 22. Listen. I'm tired. Minecraft is pretty shit as well. Zeno, you could have fucking corrected me and you said nothing. I'm actually going to blame you. You're supposed to be my mod here. Actually, I can blame Simkey as well. But I'm going to blame Zeno because Zeno is also my brother, and as my brother, you're supposed to look out for me. So fuck you. Yeah, you said that when Ko was talking about it, and I haven't since no friends on it, and feel I need some for that game. Maybe if I'm going to read a message, I should probably be a little closer to the screen instead of trying to read squint from a distance. I'm like leaning back into my chair. 1 year of updates and all they added was a tree and 2 mobs that don't do anything. Yeah. That sounds about right. Minecraft fundamentally hasn't changed since I stopped playing, and that's sad. They've had plenty of time to make some significant changes, and all they do is add more fluff to it. They don't actually add anything of value that people actually want.
Yeah.
Again, I can't type better on my PC. Or again, I can type better on my PC. Yeah, all the elements have been gathered. Yeah, I can type better on a keyboard than a touchscreen. Mojang's new updates are only for stupid kids who don't know any better. Speaking of stupid kids, I heard something funny. Xeno was watching another VTuber. I forget her name. All I know is it's a female VTuber. And an unhinged kid entered her Discord, which is 18 plus, by the way, and kept trying to get people to play Five Nights at Freddy's and would not stop talking about Five Nights at Freddy's. It's all he wanted to talk about. He got banned because I believe he just outright announced he was 11 years old. And while she was streaming, because she banned him while she was streaming, he joined her stream and said that he got banned from a server, of course using the same name as the Discord. She spent 10 minutes roasting him before she banned him from her stream. And I identify with that level of pettiness. Yeah, children do not belong in adult spaces. It's not safe for them. She then continued to roast him for like the next 30 minutes too. Yeah, casually Masatsu child. So it's got 7 days to die, which is like Minecraft. See, I can understand that, and I have even less interest in 7 Days to Die. It doesn't look bad, but it doesn't really look like my kind of game. As far as those survival crafting games, my 2 favorites are Terraria and Don't Starve. Especially Don't Starve. Now all the elements have been gathered. Except for the one Leorina got away with. Leave it to us. We'll get it back. Don't be so hasty. First, show me the elements you have in hand. Let's see. That makes 4. Huh? Hey. Hold it, pal. You don't smell like Baguji. Okay, want to get into Don't Starve, but also, again, nobody to play with. Well, I mean, I would want him to get back into it. I haven't played Don't Starve in a while. You don't say. He smelled your gamer girl sweat, Leorina. Leorina! Seems like Baguji had an errand to run. Quite convenient, yes? Errand? He isn't here? Terraria and Grounded are my go-to survival games. I don't know if I would enjoy Grounded. I don't know if I would. Catch! And now, my victory is complete. What the? I would like to take this moment to announce that I just got a red crit headshot on Warframe for 69,069 damage. Nice. Now I have all of them. Now, I'll make them pay with tranquility, joy, discord, and indecision. Corinth Prime Go Burr. I was playing Warframe earlier. I just straight up bought Wisp Prime because Wisp was my favorite frame, and Wisp Prime is finally out. Wisp Prime is going to be the only Prime frame that I outright buy for the Prime Access. Because she's my main, she's my favorite frame, so why the fuck not? It's not cheap, but I had money set aside waiting for that, because I knew it was going to happen soon. The ones who abandoned me in this world. I'll make them all pay. Lorena! Oh no. Now what do we do? Whew. Eepy. It's odd how Baguchi just vanished. Maybe we should go and see the High Priestess. Yeah. Whoa! Oh no! What was that? The chaos is growing? Come on, we better hurry. Noxious Lalakusha. So there's 3 levels that you end up revisiting. Lalakusha, the Sea of Tears, and the Ark. You know what? I'm just gonna ignore those, actually. I've decided I do not need them. The world is gonna explode. Yeah, I guess with co-op games, I just wait for invites and feel odd asking like I'm being annoying. Honestly, mode. My other problem is I tend to plan out my day a bit, so I much prefer to be given advance notice if people are going to want to play a game with me. Because I'm usually doing other things. I'm not necessarily always busy, it's just that, you know, my own time I like to spend doing my own things, so it's... I can't always just drop what I'm doing to play things with people, especially while I'm unmedicated at the moment. It's just so hard to do anything right now. Oh, what the? Klonoa, over here! What is this? You think the chaos? Probably. The air around the statues is breathable. If we dash from statue to statue, we should make it to the temple. At least I hope we can. I also don't get home till like 11 PM. Oh, good God. So we'll need to stop at each one. The earthquakes change the path to the temple. I hope we can still get there. Don't worry, we'll be okay. Let's go. Air ain't bothering me. That's real inconvenient for you guys, though. Ow. It's The Last of Us with fungus. But is there a fungus among us? What? Oh, god damn it. Should I play The Last of Us again? I don't know. I don't feel like I need to, really. I played through it once. It's not necessarily something that I'm going to play through multiple times, if I'm being honest. I don't know. It's so hard to care about Sony games right now. Probably fine without playing it again. I mean, I kind of want to replay it and see if it's actually aged well. Because there's a lot of talk about whether the game is actually as good as people say it is. And I'm wondering if I should replay it to really see that. Come here, you little shit. Come here. Come on. There we go. Unless you want to play the 2 remasters that they made for some reason. Well, I played the first remaster, which was on PS4. And that one's fine. It's actually better than the PS3 version because it runs at 60 FPS. The remaster on PS5 is completely unnecessary and absolutely a cash grab because the game is already playable on PS5. And not only is it already playable on PS5, it plays just fine. It has actually, from what I remember at least, it's aged actually really well. At least compared to some of his other outputs. So, like, there's not really much of a point of playing it on PS5 if you already have it. The only reason why you'd even want to play it is if you don't already have it. It is the only way of playing the game on PC, which I guess is a plus if you can deal with how shit the PC port was when it first launched. Yeah, so, it actually looks worse to me, and PC was a mess and things still is, due to the lighting changes and new bugs. They also completely ruined the gameplay. A lot of speedrunning tricks and a lot of mechanics in the remaster are using Last of Us Part 2 stuff for Last of Us Part 2 gameplay and movement for Last of Us Part 1 level design. Or something like that. So it actually makes some aspects of the game significantly harder if you're used to how the original plays. Now, I will say the story of The Last of Us is pretty good. It's actually fairly amateurish compared to films, since it's once again pulling the very basic storytelling of father and child, which is like the most basic storytelling that you can possibly have. But for a game at the time, it was fairly remarkable. Because it was actually trying to tell a serious story instead of just being haha shoot thumbs. But given how Sony is at the moment, I think part of the reason why I've been so harsh on the game is because, like, I just really don't like Sony anymore. Ow. Oh, that was a close one. Which is sad, since others like Days Gone and God of War were excellent ports. And funny how many got angry with Part 2 when you play as Abby. People got angry about a lot of things with Part 2. The funny thing is, whenever I see people talk about Last of Us Part 2, it's either from Sony drunks calling it a 10 out of 10 best game of all time, or it's Sony haters saying it's the worst game ever made. I don't agree with the worst game ever made thing, simply because they're only saying that because haha gay or strong woman make man mad. But I do know a little bit about what happens at the end of the game, and for people who ignore the trans woman, or the strong woman, or the gay woman, and just focus on, you know, the story, the problem is it's got an extremely unsatisfying ending. I see. So she calls herself Leorina now. So RogueSpyke considered only mediocre. Now don't spoil the ending, because I know Xeno still wants to play it at some point, and I still want to. But I know a little bit about the ending, and if I had played through the game, I would have been pissed. Because from what I've heard, it does not handle that ending well at all. That's ignoring the fact that it's got a lot of other problems, including an incredibly awkward sex scene between Laura Bailey's character and Neil Druckmann's character. Which, keep in mind, was mocapped. Oh no, it doesn't. It doesn't have a sex scene between Laura Bailey and Neil Druckmann's characters? Because there was that one meme that came about because of the game, and I thought it was those two. Oh, about the ending, it isn't good. Okay. Hades, Yakuza Like a Dragon, Ghost of Tsushima was a better Game of the Year contender. Animal Crossing was a better Game of the Year contender, and that didn't even have the better update at the time. I'm getting some lag here. Oh, that's fine. I also have trouble keeping up with my own conversations sometimes. High Priestess, you're not saying that... Well, that Leorina is... Like... I like The Last of Us story, but I don't know if I ever really need to play the games again. I don't even know if I'm going to play Part 2. I'll watch Part 2 of the show when it comes out, but, I don't know. I feel like Druckmann got full of himself, and from what I know, he kind of acts like it a lot. None of that hate and harassment that he and Laura Bailey got was warranted. Like, at all. Especially Laura Bailey. All she did was voice a character. But, you know, people are shitty. You're back? Okay.
Luya.
The internet is the internet, and people are shitty, and unfortunately, this shit is just normalized now. Yes, I fear it's true. She was once a priestess. The priestess we once knew as Leo. A priestess? She's a priestess? Leo too was once a novitiate. Novitiate at this temple. But one day, during her training, how long must I continue this useless training? You mustn't try to rush things. I know Naughty Dog is a pretty bad company right now as well. They deny it. Because of course they do. You cannot expect to attain peace in the world with a hasty soul, yes? Fine. Then I'll find my own means for achieving power. Surely the gods will recognize me then. Leo. Yes, I'll show them all. My power will exceed that of the gods. These are Leo's last words before she left. And there was nothing we could do. In her haste to gain power, she lost sight of the true calling of a priestess. High Priestess, She has activated the orbital laser. Yep. Oh, I hear a bandit. That's a big-ass moon. Burp time. The fifth bell. It has appeared. It appeared. Go now, Lola and Klonoa. You must contain this terrible power that Leorina has unleashed. High Priestess. Come on, Lolo. We'll do it together. Oh, a bell. Alright, here we come. Okay, I did get the moment doll. So yeah, not much left to the game. And then I'll be playing Skyrim until I would normally end. Darkseid Tubes. Whenever a game-breaking bug you will come across in Skyrim. I fucking love Skyrim. It's a mess. It is an absolute mess of a game, but I fucking love Skyrim. Any game that lets me be a gay lizard is automatically a 10 out of 10 in my book. Now keep in mind, this isn't necessarily going to be a reoccurring thing on stream. But I need to fill out time somehow. Yeah, there's a man. That's good, but it's definitely a mess. It's a wonderful mess. A lot of Elder Scrolls fans like to doo-doo on Skyrim because, oh, it's not a real RPG, or, oh, they removed die roll combat, or whatever other bullshit they want to complain about. But it is genuinely a good game. Did they ever fix the giants? I hope they never do. No, they didn't. They actually left that in on purpose because they thought it was funny. It is a glitch. But not only did they leave it in because they thought it was funny, they canonized it. The giants are just canonically that strong. I'm playing through Fallout 3 right now, and the Pit DLC fucking broke completely, and the main campaign would not let me fix the Purifier with Companion. The Purifier. I've never played Fallout 3, so I actually don't know what you mean by the Purifier. That's not the final part of the main campaign, is it? Were you in the room with all the radiation? The ending? You're not even supposed to be able to survive that. The main NPC for the pit just stopped talking to me, and yeah, at the end. Yeah, you're not actually supposed to be able to survive the Purifier unless you have one of the DLCs. The Broken Steel DLC makes it not end. Okay. Yeah, because that's like the extent of my knowledge of Fallout 3 is that. And a lot of people were pissed about that because one of the companions you get is literally a super mutant. The fucker isn't even harmed by radiation. He still won't do it for you. Then it's your sacrifice that you have to make or something, which is just some bullshit cop-out excuse for why he can't help you. Oh, you can use a companion to fix it for you. Ah, I see. Yeah, I'll be playing Fallout 3 at some point. I've talked about my off-stream game habits, and, like, I have categories of games that I like to play off-stream, and I usually have an RPG that I get through. I don't count Bethesda's games for any of that stuff, because I tend to play Bethesda games at a snail's pace, because I like just wasting my time in them, and getting real into the roleplay and whatnot, because I just like the Bethesda formula. Does that make me weird? Maybe. But I just really like it. So I'll play through Fallout 3 once I have finished Skyrim and I'm done playing with it. So that'll be a while. Because Fallout 3 will be the next big RPG-like game that I just get absorbed in. Stop this, little arena. Daryl, can I get your gloves? True, since they were pretty open-ended like GTA. Yeah, it's too late. With this power, I shall teach the world sorrow. I would also note that one of the raider in the pit became immortal and would not die. Oh, wonderful. I love jank-ass Bethesda games. Yeah, to make it delete him just to make him go away. I think New Vegas had a few moments like that for me, where the game would just send me an enemy that I just couldn't fucking kill. Mark, okay. I like the little shark just sitting there looking up. It's just vibing. So wait, this is a long-ass cutscene. Probably the longest cutscene in the game aside from the ending. So I'm just checking Twitter and whatnot while I wait for, cutscene to finish. Stop! And I get followed by a graphic designer, and I think this might be the first one that's an actual person. The Ark. Huh? I get followed by a graphic designer, and I thought it was a bot, but this person's actually tweeting about normal stuff, so I think this is actually a real person. I mean, I just have a trigger finger to instantly block bots that follow me. So I almost blocked this person, but I mean, they're tweeting about the Mario movie, which no bot is going to do. And some other random things. So, I'm just happy I'm finally getting followed by an artist who's a real person. They say that the Ark once traveled the world. So, also, the funny thing is, you can usually tell if a person's a bot or not, if they're an artist, depending on how much art they post, because if they post a lot of art with a bunch of random tags, and it's just, like, visually the same as every other person who does that, you can tell it's a bot. If they're an artist and they're not posting any art, that's actually usually a real person, because a lot of artists just hate actually posting art. Makes sense, a lot of those accounts are fake. Yeah. Unless AI is really is that good. No, we're not at that point. Calling it artificial intelligence is a bit of a misnomer, because it's not artificial intelligence, it's just machine learning. It's not the same thing. It's being fed information and it's spitting it back out. That's not AI. Been thinking. If there's a fifth bell, shouldn't there be a fifth kingdom as well? Then the Ark will connect this world to the fifth kingdom? Is more just a thing that talks that you would know thinking. Yeah. Like, calling it AI is very misleading because it is not artificial intelligence. It is literally just spitting out information that it's been fed. To the point where it often lies a lot. Not only does it often lie a lot, it just often makes shit up when asked a question that has a factual answer. Like, a dude was talking to one of the chatbots, I think it was GPT, and asked it what's the fastest land mammal, and it said a hawk. So the guy convinced that, okay, a hawk is not a mammal. Alright, so what's the fastest land mammal? Oh, it's a shark. So then the guy convinced that, no, a shark is not a land mammal. So he asked, okay, what's the fastest land mammal? Oh, it's a hawk. You can't be serious. What do you think will happen if that occurs? We better go too. Follow that arc. Hawks and sharks. Yeah, exactly. Not land creature, land mammal. Neither of them are mammals. So, 2 bosses, and I think 4 levels left. No, 3 levels left. The sea, it's gone? So yeah, we're gonna finish this probably before 9:40, as a matter of fact. So yeah, we're gonna be doing Skyrim tonight. Could that be the 5th Kingdom? No, we got 5 levels left, because I forgot about the Ark Revisited. Klonoa! Gotta hurry, come on, use this. Aoife will be happy to hear that she is very fast and now a land creature. I'll have to make sure she knows. Fun fact, some species of sharks do technically give live birth. They're not mammals, though. I don't think they are. Oh, wait, yeah, some sharks do give live birth because, they give birth to live young after the young have fought in the womb and eaten each other. That is the thing that happens. I want to say tiger sharks do that? I think it's tiger sharks. Nature is fucking wild. Nature is cruel, is what it is. Bitch. Bitch! Alright, that just fucking ate my input. Pikmin 4 is not a cutesy little game about funky plant dudes. It is a horrifying game about the cruelty of nature. Time for an unhinged science fact. Sharks existed before trees or even grass. Love the new horror creature in Pikmin 4. Simkey, did you just change the color of your name? You killed all my Pikmin in one munch. Oh, there's a new horror creature. You sure it's not the Smoky Prog? Because I know the Smoky Prog is back. Grass didn't even evolve until after the dinosaurs died out. Oh, that's fucking... That's fucked. And him didn't know he was old. He's only... Prior to Pikmin 4, the Smoky Prog was only in the first Pikmin game, and he does not have a mouth, nor does he scream. He very much was silent. He was an optional boss, and I think he had one of the rocket parts in him. When you activate his egg in Pikmin 1, he chases you. Actually, he doesn't even chase you. He just sort of ignores you and goes all the way to your base, and that's when you can fight him. And when you kill him, he drops a gold pearl that, when taken to an onion, gives you 100 Pikmin. Fucking scared the shit out of me when I saw him. Yeah, the Smoky Prog was Pikmin 1's horror creature. Pikmin 2's was the Water Wraith. I never played Pikmin 3, but I know the final boss is pretty horrifying, so I think Pikmin 3's horror creature is actually the final boss, the Plasm Wraith. I don't think the Plasm Wraith is back in Pikmin 4, but the Smoky Prog is back, and so is the Water Wraith. In fact, once again, with Pikmin 4, you can only watch. Gotta really have a good rest of the stream. Okay, good night, Simpi. See ya. Xeno did the Water Wraith dungeon. And I was watching him, and he was just fucking tense as shit the entire time. Help me. Help me. Help me. Help me. Yeah, Pikmin is one of those tricky games like Fuga. Well, I mean, Fuga... If you were following Fuga's development, you would have known that it's not a cutesy game. Like, I knew, because I was following it when it was announced. You're in for a nice fun time, but you aren't. The world belongs to me. I will be the savior of this world. With this power. With this power. Leorina! I shall change the world. And now for my favorite song in the game. Leorina? What? What's happening? Stop. Stop. No. It can't be. The sorrow. The power of sorrow can't possibly... The power. It's consuming her. Shit. That's never happened before. Ow. Uh-oh. Oh! No! That should never happen before. Oh, this is the second phase. That's not what I wanted. Exactly, men felt sorry for parents or people looking at them and thinking, aw, cute. And that's that. How pathetic. The arena. Use the power. Huh. More like it used me. I knew. I was just a fake. Neither priestess nor savior. More than a fool. The arena. Damn it. Damn it all. Power was worthless. Cannot even overcome sorrow. That's a yawn, by the way. The arena. Klonoa, you must stop the creature of sadness. You cannot let it consume the world. Stop the arc before it connects the Kingdom of Sorrow to this world. The arena. Lolo, you're ready. You and Klonoa can do it. After all, you made it this far. I'll do it. Okay, let's stop that arc. Shave complete. The arc revisited. What we gotta do is stop all 3 engines. Let's go then. Oh, that's a big boy. What if I just did that? Alright, this is it. How do we stop it? Who cares? Just throw that boomy into the engine. This is the hardest level in the game, by the way. Now that ought to do it. Okay, 2 more to go. Hey, wait a sec. Run for it! Oof. Hey, Tat. Just for the record, I don't like you. You were mean to Leorina in the past. Ain't so bad after all. Oh, just shut up and hang on. Ow. Love how I just got that just to lose it. There isn't actually a thing in here though, is there? No, that's where I came in from. That's right. Alright. Well. Yeah, but I'm just gonna go left first. There. All that for a few drain stones. Not worth it. Beep. Ba-doop. 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 I'm just gonna ignore the dream stones and just go left. Wow. Alright, finally. Bitch. There it goes. One more to go. We do. Sorry for being quiet, guys. I just don't have much to say right now. Guess I'm just trying to focus. Oh boy, it's this one. There we go. It's the last engine, and then we're basically in the home stretch of the game. How the fuck did I do this part again? suppose that's how. I don't remember having to do that before, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Okay. There we go. Well, I'm getting a wee bit hungry. I wonder what I'm gonna have to eat after stream. I think a noodle dish sounds pretty good right about now. Or, you know, some chips would also be pretty nice. I don't know, man. I'm just always thinking about food. Yeah. Food is one of life's greatest pleasures. Yes. Hey, Tat. That's Miss Tat to you. The big yawn. Kingdom of Sorrow. You know, I might actually be able to end close to time anyways. So, this is the Fifth Kingdom. Are we too late? No, we still have time. The Ark only opened the path. You can still save the world if you defeat the King of Sorrow. King of Sorrow. Come on, Klonoa. A world filled with sorrow. That wouldn't be right. Ugh. My wounds. Leorina, you wait here. Don't worry, we'll stop him. Don't underestimate Leorina, the Sky Pirate. I'll be right behind you. Oh, this is one of the longest levels in the game. If not the longest level besides the Moment House. Have a boop. Boop. Bit about. A bit about. Zeno, if you're still paying attention, I think you missed the yawn. Thank you. Shid. Actually, come to think of it, I am very hungry. I need FUD. Are you guys okay if I skip the Moment House levels? So I can end sooner and get food? Because I'm actually quite hungry. Do not think the hot dogs are enough. Hey, hon. We're nearing the end of the game, and I probably won't do the Moment House missions after all, because I'm getting pretty hungry. Assuming your rules, it doesn't really matter. I don't know why I feel the need to ask. It's my fucking stream. I can do what I want. Let me get to the end, or let me beat the King of Sorrow, and we'll see how we're doing. I might just have a snack. Like, go to break and have a snack. Let's see if that will tide me over. The anxiety urge to ask for permission for things you don't need permission to ask for. Shit. Bitch. By the way, hon, if I haven't asked already, how are you doing? Oh boy, it's this part. Doing pretty good. That's good to hear. I didn't mean to do that. I'm gonna be here a while. I didn't mean to do that. That went through the Moo. That literally went through him. What the actual fuck is with these hitboxes? Alright, that was entirely my fault. Seems like they do actually have a pretty easy to do pattern if you just, you know, exhibit patience. Patience is not a virtue that my pea brain understands. I already screwed up. You know this song? I mean, I played the game before, so... I know this song. Speaking of knowing the songs, hon, did you redeem the tunic code I sent you? Iuponia. This means nothing to me. I do not understand. Song specifically has repeated audio call-ins at the start of the game. Ew. Okay. Alright, just 2 moment dolls left. I would like to get this in one go because this is a very long and annoying level. It's not particularly hard, but it is long. Was he redeemed? Okay, good. Oh, right, I have to manually do the thing. Right, just checking. Yeah, for those who are wondering, I got the physical edition of Tunic, and it came with a code for the soundtrack, but I already bought the soundtrack. So I gave the code to Sorrel. I also have a code that's good for, like, a year to get a disc. Come on, sneeze, come out. Piece of shit. Sneeze went away. Not really, but... I have another code to get, like, 15% or so off of, Tunic merch. Which I might use, but not yet. It's good for a whole year. But if I don't see anything I want, I will probably also give Sorrow that code. I'm so happy sites like Fangamer exist, because when I was a kid, you would not be able to get merch like that for like any of the games that I would want merch for. But I can, because of Fangamer and other sites like We Live Fine. Ow. Ow. And ow. Oof, ouch, my bones. Thank you to the person outside using a loud-ass car again. I hate it here. That's what it's like living in the city, though. Could be worse, could live next to a train station. Like, I mean, like, literally right next to one. Like, I think Jake and Elwood did in the Blues Brothers movie. I don't. Well, it's not that close to one. God, I cannot imagine what it's like to live next to a subway. Or, not a subway, one of the, L trains. But even is the point of that. Barely to grab the heart. And now we got one more board level, and then the final boss, and then the 2 moment doll levels. Or moment house levels. Maybe we will be able to stretch this out to 4 hours. I mean, also, we may have been making better time if I didn't spend 15 minutes ranting about my family. Yeah. But yeah, all the vocals and background tracks are calling back to the start of the game, and it's theorized that Hyuponia is the King of Sorrow's name. Babe, are you the King of Sorrow's name? Forgotten Path. This level reminds me of the shortcut levels from Rayman 3. Help me. Help me. Help me. Who can that be? I don't know, but I've been hearing that voice for the longest time, and it's asking for help. For help? Come on, we'll find the answer up there. You can see that. I really want to play Rayman 3 again. I haven't done a full playthrough. I've only done the one full playthrough of it. I've never replayed it. It's been long enough. I'm good. Hun, have you played Rayman 3? It sounds like you have if you know what I'm talking about. Just curious. There's a lot of GameCube era games that I have not played in a long time that I would love to play again. A lot of ones that I'd love to play for the first time, too. Dude, on a loud-ass rinky-dink motorcycle. Alright, we just got one more. And we're good. Played plenty of Revolution, but I never got a chance to play 3. Wanted to, though. Okay. If you have an Xbox 360 or PS3, I think there is an HD remaster of it. It's just an HD port. I don't know how good it is. Collected all Moment dolls, go to Moment House. Fuck that for Terminus of Tears. Also, I have a slight problem. I'm so hungry, I'm not hungry anymore. Or at least I am not hungry anymore. I don't know if it's because I'm so hungry. So this will be interesting. I think I can last long enough to do the Moment doll houses. Are you the King of Sorrow? You're here to stop me? You've come here to banish sorrow, right, Klonoa? Explain yourself. What were you planning to do by making the 5th bell appear in our world? Making it appear? No. The 5th bell was always a part of your world. It was always there. But you pulled a veil over your eyes and refused to see it. Huh? You refused to see it? When people encounter sorrow, they try to forget it and pretend it never existed at all. So you used the Ark to lift Lunatea's veil, all so that you could save the King No Sorrow, so that Lunatea can once again remember. Man, my favorite part of Klonoa 2 is when Klonoa said it's Klonoan time and Klonoa'd all over everyone. So that we would save. Welcome, Dream Traveler. You were led on with false prophecies, you false saviors of a foolish world. What? Master Baguji? If sorrow is so unwelcome here, who cares if this world is destroyed? Let the world be consumed by sorrow. It was I who brought you, the Dream Traveler, this far. So that you may atone for the sins of this world, Klonoa. Finally found answers to what the first phase of the fight is here. What is it? And why does the King of Sorrow look like that? It's Baguji. You know, when I was a kid, I thought it was Baguji. So that actually makes sense. Ow. Why? Why do you hate sorrow? Can't you accept sorrow at all? Is there no place for me in this world? Don't flatter yourself. Liurina, you isolated yourself from this world, thinking that you're the only one who's sad. You make me sick. Leorina, you make me want to cry. Klonoa, he's a mass of pure sorrow. Show him the elements from the other kingdoms. Tranquility, joy, discord, and indecision. Make him remember what the real world is about. I saw the concept art and set art for this, and that first phase is meant to be like a corrupted Baguji. Or Baguji. I see. Oh, and then after we beat this, let's see if the ending breaks me again. Oh. This phase can be a problem at times. Like so. Uh-oh. God damn it. And that's it. Help me. Please. Help me. Klonoa. I'll help you. That's why I came here, after all. Yeah. Gotta put the controller down. Sorry about that. That spooked me. You don't have to run anymore. You don't have to be afraid. Voice calling me. One crying out to the world for help. It was you, wasn't it? The world, it won't forget sorrow anymore. Klonoa. And no one will run away anymore. After all, you've come too far to turn back, right? Yes, you're right. Now, that's what I call a picture-perfect moment. Hey, Lolo, I noticed something a while back. Hmm? Doesn't Klonoa remind you, just a little, of the goddess Claire? Maybe? Yes, he does. Oh boy, here it comes. Irina's really excited about rebuilding the Kingdom of Sorrow, isn't she? Yeah, I need to work hard too. This time I'm going to make Priestess on my own. You gave up your title? Uh-huh. Don't worry, I'm not giving up. I'm going to keep trying, even if I fail. After all, I mustn't give the King of Sorrow a reason to cry again, right? Uh-huh. Lolo, you can do it. I have faith in you. So is this goodbye? Of course, Lunatea isn't your world, is it? You have to go home, right? You have a home to go to after all, right? Lolo. It's okay. I knew this was coming. I'm fine, really. I'll be fine, because I'm going to do my best. And you taught me that it's okay to cry, as long as I don't give up. So, it's okay if I cry, right? Lolo. No, 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 no. Klonoa. Lolo. I may leave this world, but we'll always be together. I believe that if you don't forget the sadness of this moment, we'll always be together. Okay? So, Lolo. Babe, no. Thanks. It's the first time I've gotten through that ending in quite some time without crying. And that is the end. For right now, because I'm going to go right back in and do the Moment House stuff. Just add to my notes. That'll be the last game that I'll finish this month. Because tomorrow it is August. Actually, as a matter of fact, in like 3 hours it's August. 2? Wait, no, 2 hours. So, you know what that means? Next week, we start a brand new game for Monday. I will just say it right now, since Sorrow missed it earlier. The game I start next Monday has not been approved by the Vatican. Because next Monday, I'm finally playing Faith the Unholy Trinity. I know nothing about the game other than that line and the Mortis line when you die. And I would like to keep it that way. The only other thing I know is it's an Atari/Commodore 64 inspired horror game. And I'm looking forward to playing. So now that you finish the series again, there's a big thing that the key artist and dev have said about the game that you should know. Well, what is that? What is that, hun? That Klonoa's representation of the player themselves as a dream. That's why it says, good morning, your name, the name you put at the end. Oh. So that means Klonoa isn't actually a real person. He is the player. Interesting. He's a dream. Sorry, complete. He's you as a dream. House of Horrors. That's not it. Here we go. Chamber of Fun. It's the Chamber of Fun. And then do the Chamber of Horrors. Well, actually, you did, Lizard Man. I'm doing the post game. I had the 2 bonus levels. Sorry. That's okay, you can always check the VOD. Phone was dying. Oof. That's unfortunate. You know, you mentioned your phone was making you type weird earlier. It didn't occur to me that you're watching on mobile. I don't think I've ever watched a Twitch stream from mobile. What's the experience like? Uh-oh. At least now I'm home. Yeah, we're still at work. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, you did mention you don't get home until 11. You must be an hour ahead of me, though, because it's not 11 yet for me. Or hour behind? I don't fucking know. I don't know anymore. I can only watch one streamer. Yeah, I think on PC you can watch up to 3 before it stops counting you as viewer. I don't do watch multiple streamers often at once, but I have done it in the past. I think it's up to 2 on PC anymore, and you're not counted. I thought it was up to 3. All I know is I'm very hungry. I think it's more open on PC, but you still have to have sound on the player at least. I think it's actually been debunked a few times. But I'm not sure. Bitch. Ass. Cock. Motherfucking tits. Let me through here. Oh my god. I forgot the thing moves. Uh-oh. I pressed the wrong button. Oh my god, this part trips me up all the time. I think that's the end. Yep, that's the end. Alright. That is it for Klonoa 2. Wanna check the scrapbook real quick? I'll see clear for this, I guess. Don't care. I want to check the scrapbook and see if I unlocked anything. Nope. Alright. I'm gonna leave this up, though, so we have some music for when I end. Thank you all for joining. That's the end of Klonoa 2. And it'll probably be a bit before we return to the Klonoa series. I do have some other Klonoa games I'd like to stream at some point, though. I'm going to send you guys off to another streamer. We'll see who that is in a moment. I just want to say that next week I'll be starting Faith, the Unholy Trinity. And tomorrow I will be going back to Resident Evil 4, and Wednesday will be Fuga Melodies of Steel. If you want to hang out after stream, I have a Discord. If you want to keep up with my bullshit and other updates, I have a Twitter. And if you ever miss a stream, I have a VOD channel on YouTube. Or right now, let me find us a wonderful streamer to raid. You know what? I believe it is time to raid Miss Shark Teeth. It has been a while since we last raided her. I need to talk on her server more often. I feel bad that I don't talk on my friend's servers all that much. She is streaming... what is this? Fatal Frame Mask of the Lunar Eclipse. Isn't that the Japan only one that just got localized or something? Something like that? Either way, raid message will be Capper Dragon Raid. You know the drill. You can use whatever emotes you want. You can use my emotes, your emotes, someone else's emotes. Doesn't matter to me as long as you copy the raid message. That's all I care about. I'm gonna get that raid queued up. I will see you all tomorrow. You all have a wonderful evening. I am going to get some food, because I am quite hungry. Until next time, good night.